Wunmi, ṣé o fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá Mohbad sọ nípa ẹ̀ irọ́ ni? Ṣé o mọ̀ pé ìgbà tá a wá síbẹ̀ yẹn náà mo rí àwọn aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ àti òkè báwo ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó báyìí? O mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni tó bí ẹ́ lérè ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn òpè òkè kò tí ì yá ipe bóyá à ń wèwé nọ́ọ̀sì ọpẹ lọ́wọ́. Wunmi, ṣé ìtọ́wọ́ ẹ bá wà nínú Mohbad ò ní lọ scot free o? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọlá ìjẹ̀ tó rán lára èmi àti Mohbad òun lọ́lọ́run máa bá mi fi jẹ́ ó jẹ́ ká lù ìsọmọ yìí tó mi ti sọ pé wọ́n ló pa o mi sọ pé NairaMarley àti NairaMarley ò wọ́n bẹ̀ àmọ́ tí kúlé ò bá pa ní tòjú ò lè pa ni ọ̀rọ̀ wà nínú mi tí mo fẹ́ sọ mú kọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ dákẹ́ ni mo ń wò àtàwọn olórí burúkú tẹjọ kóra yín jọ tẹjọ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tẹjọ ṣe bó ṣe wù yẹn níkàn wọ yẹn o bí mo bá ṣe dùn èmi ó yàtọ̀ sí bó ṣe dùn everybody ó yàtọ̀ sí bó ṣe dùn ẹlòmíì mo kàn dákẹ́ mò ń wò ni torí pé ó ń kàn mí níbi Wunmi tọ́wọ́ ẹ bá wà nínú ikú Mohbad ò ní lọ láì jìyà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún ẹ tó bá yẹ bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan náà ló wà lára èmi àti wá.
Translation for non-speaking and understanding Yoruba like me. Wunmi, are you trying to say that all the things Mohbad's father said about you is a lie? Recall that when Mohbad died and we visited, I was asking my sister, who is Mohbad's mom, that why were their clothes soaked with blood? Remember, nobody questioned you because we were thinking that it's not the right time because you were mourning. Wunmi, if you have a hand in Mohbad's death, you won't go scot-free. The family blood running between I and Mohbad, God will use it to judge you. You made us lose this boy. I'm not saying that you are the one that killed him. I'm not saying NairaMarley and Sam Larry are innocent, but if someone cannot be killed at home, he can't be killed outside. And she is also mentioning Yoruba proverb that I cannot just interpret. This one passed me, Sha. And she also said, I have a lot to say, but I am still keeping my cool. You and the unfortunate people gathering together and doing as you wish. I'm just observing. The way Mohbad's death pain me is different from others. Wunmi, if you have a hand in Mohbad's death, you won't go unpunished. Mark my words. I just have to say first, because of the way you people perform that widow's rights ritual on her, if she has, she should be facing it by now. But let's just scratch that. Wondering about who is just speaking in the beginning of this particular video. It is Mohbad's mother's younger sister. So to just say that he is Mohbad's maternal person. Now, in all the while that Mohbad has been suffering, we did not even hear from you. The only good thing that you once said was when you made a video saying there was a good relationship between Mohbad and his mom, even before the reconciliation actually happened. We all applauded you. Now, because they have not started the case and plus the coroner inquest and all this accusation and dragging here and there, you now feel like this is the right time for you to just sit in front of your camera to just say things that nobody asked you about. I have to also say, Wunmi, you are strong. You move this way, you are being dragged. You move that way, you are being dragged. In your front, you are being dragged. Behind you, you are being dragged. By your left, you are being dragged. And by your right, you are being dragged. I ask again, how are you coping? Somebody dropped a comment on this particular post and now was saying, but this very day, spending Mohbad's friend is there. Mohbad's brother is there. Adewa's Mohbad's friend is there. And the DJ is there. So how come there is blood and none of those people say anything about it? Is she the only one in the house? Okay, the DJ said that he went to the pharmacy with the nurse, but the rest are there. Now, wow. And someone was like, the blood that was found in their room. This story go long ago, and the malicious being now said, so she butchered him in their room, and people in the house did not know. Abi, is it not the room that the nurse went to just treat him? Hey, oh God, like I just said, how is this girl absolutely just coping? Anyway, welcome to another fresh update on the sudden demise of Mohbad and also justice for Mohbad. And I am still the entertainer with the entertaining entertainment. And this is the first time you're coming across my channel, click on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel. It was there before yesterday that Daddy Freeze was live on all his social media platforms. And he invited Mohbad on this particular case because there was an argument on what Mohbad's father said during his testimony in court during the coroner inquest, when he was saying that Wunmi used to lace Mohbad's food with sleeping pills, and aside that, he is also dragging the properties. So Daddy Freeze wanted Mohbad to just portray on that, of which she just did, and I'll just try to see if I can just insert the video clip. But before I do that, let me just give you the conclusion of what was discussed. According to Wunmi, she said that before she got involved on this justice for Mohbad, that she actually put in a call on Mohbad's father, also the mother and also the wife, and she now said, okay, they just have to discuss because if it's okay for them to allow them to just give Mohbad a befitting burial, of which they all gave their consent, and that's how they now went to the Ikoyi vault. And after everything that happened, purchasing the casket and also making an arrangement on how they are going to give him the befitting burial, and she now said that Mohbad's father now called her later in the night first to say thank you to everyone on all their efforts in giving his son a befitting burial. Then, according to Mommy Iyabojo, he now said that he wanted to tell Mommy Iyabojo to ask Wunmi's mom some questions concerning his son's money and property. He now said that he bought his property in his own name. Why did Mohbad have to buy his own property in his son's name, Lem? I mean, talking about Light's name. And according to Mommy Iyabojo, she said that she now called Wunmi, and Wunmi was just crying that she was going through so much stress that she did not even know why the dad was having issues with her. She also said that they used to be very close, that they once took her to the mountains to pray, but problems started when Liam came, and he now asked if Mohbad truly bought the property in his son's name, and she said yes. She said that it's only the property that is causing the issue, that the other property was the land where they buried Mohbad, and the dad is in possession of it already because they gave the papers of the land to Mohbad's father. She said that the house that they are living now was not owned by Mohbad, it was rented. They moved in there in April this year. So when she also asked Mohbad's wife about the money allegation, because the dad said that she used to transfer money from Mohbad's phone to her mother's account whenever Mohbad is sleeping. Wunmi's sister then collected the phone from her and now said that when the dad is ready, that they will now go to the bank and print out all the bank statements to prove that Wunmi never did anything of such. I advise them to settle the issue amicably within the family. And now I just have to say this, when it comes to these particular allegations of Mohbad's father saying that Wunmi used to just collect Mohbad's phone to transfer Mohbad's money to her mother's account or whatsoever account, it's very, very easy to fish out. You know, these people just wake up one morning and be doing all this blind accusation, not knowing that it's easy. Somebody will just be like, supposing if the account has been closed down, even if it's doing dormant, that is why we have BVN. We all know that the BVN started in the year 2014 and on February 14. So if that started in the year 2014, we should just do the calculation. I think it has been on for 9 years. So if you minus 9 years from Mohbad's age, that means Mohbad should be like 18 years then. So I think before he opened his account or started making money, there is already BVN in existence. So if only we can lay hands on the BVN of Mohbad's mother's wife, and you get what I'm trying to say, as in, I'm speaking about Wunmi's mother. If we can lay our hands on her BVN for every account that is linked to that particular BVN, because there is no account that you opened that is not connected to your BVN. One particular BVN links every account, whether it's going to be international, whether it's going to be Euro, whether it's going to be CFA, whether it's going to even be Rand. For the fact that it's opened in this country, it is linked. Once you put that BVN, every account will just even appear, whether it's dormant, whether it has been used, and they decided to just make it docile, it will just reveal, and the statement of the account will be just print out. And with this, all these things will just even be known. And the same thing with, if we can lay our hands on the BVN of Mohbad's account, and with that, every of account that is linked to his phone number and his account, we can also print the statement of the account, and with that, it can be traced every of the transfer that has happened from his phone or his bank account to whatever account. And if the sister of Mohbad's wife is saying that this could just be done, that means these people are saying the truth. You know, people just open their mouth and say things, not knowing for all these things to be fished out is just very, very, very easy. And that one aside, let's just speak about this property of a thing. I noticed that there is just this particular gist or topic or gossip that has to do with Mohbad has property. And this is not the first time that once somebody's husband died, they will just come for the widow simply because of the person's property. This is not the first time. Where I come from, once it just happens, some will not even allow you to bury husbands, some will even allow you to just finish your widow's rights or even conclude the mourning thing or even do the memorial service. Fiam, they'll start asking you about the properties, especially if you did not bet a son for your husband that just died. Because if Wunmi will just come out and say, okay, you see this building now, you're talking about the duplex that they are living in Lekki is no longer rented. Actually, it's even bought by a Mohbad. Oh yeah, Daddy Mohbad, come and take the property. You see this particular estate that is in Lagos, this particular estate in Abuja. In fact, all these estates that you've been seeing in South Africa, they all belong to Mohbad. Have it. In fact, if only she can hand over all the entire properties to Mohbad's father and just beg them bye-bye with her son. You see, all this allegation will just stop. If I am to be Wunmi, I will just play a fast one on them. Since they are saying that the house is not rented, she know when the house is going to expire. Me, I'll go and do fake paper saying actually we bought the house, it belongs to us. I will just hand it over to them. When I'm done mourning, I will just even hand over which property they're even talking about that Mohbad bought in Liam's name. I will also give them that, including the land that Mohbad was buried before. I will hand over everything to Mohbad's father. I will just leave them. By the time Mohbad's father will now move into the duplex, maybe with his second wife and the children that the second wife betted for him, they will now move in, relax, and think that it's time for them to enjoy now. Shebi, it's now your right to inherit your son's property. But wait, how do people even think that it is right for his father to inherit his son's property when he died, when the son actually had a son? Because I think it's all about next of kin thing. The question is this first, Papa Mohbad, who is even your next of kin in all your property, or you don't have? Why are you not fighting over your son's property that has the son? Let's just leave that. Let's focus on the fact that he will not think that he has just gotten the right and has occupied or acquired all Mohbad's property, especially that house with the fake paper that it actually belongs to Mohbad. He ain't go just the chain, then the owner of the building will now sue him. You see, when people will now just move from grass to grace, then from grace back to grass, and this particular time is not a proverb. He will find himself eating grasses. You know what they say, from frying pan to fire. You now feel like, okay, I have moved from fire to frying pan. Then from frying pan, you just enter fire that will just burn you to ashes. This is just the best way to just play. Now he will not come out again, start speaking. Now you may lie to me. Now the house actually belonged to Mohbad, whereas it was rented. Then ofoginanya in my language. You will be like say whatever spell has just fallen off from your eye, because the attack is always property. Attack is always say Mohbad money. Then you are not seeing all the fight that she fought when these people are all attacking Mohbad. You didn't see all the time that she was crying each time they bullied and beat Mohbad, because if you see all the voice notes where Mohbad is bleeding, you will hear Wunmi crying so much. Oh, all those ones are acting. I'm absolutely tired with all this unnecessary update, especially from Mohbad's father. Now, I am so happy that the House of Rep are not even backing down, because they just summoned NairaMarley to appear for a meeting on October 31st over the royalties of Mohbad, and Mohbad's legal team manager were also invited. A panel set up by the House of the Reps will thoroughly investigate Mohbad's royalty when he was signed under NairaMarley's record. This is a move to secure proper compensation for the late singer. And the question is, when they are done with this royalty, who are they going to pay it? Of course, it's going to be the next of kin of Mohbad, and that is going to be Leah. And for people that's always saying, let's do DNA test, let's do DNA test. And Mommy Apple just said that when they were in London, Mohbad told her, I have a son and a wife. And read this particular this write-up that has to do with Soso Beriko, who was the one that directly paid Mohbad. You see all these rumor of you people saying it was Cubana chief priest that actually sent 4 million naira to Mohbad's father before he performed in the Ikorodu show, and the people are now saying maybe Mohbad asked Cubana chief priest to pay because he does not want the wife to know. See, this is the evidence of the money paid, and who actually paid this money is Soso Beriko, and it was paid to the company name of Mohbad, a modernization limited blah blah blah. You can see that it's not appearing on the screen, and there is an evidence that this money was paid and everything that happened during the Ikorodu show. And according to the tribute of Soso Beriko, he posted it on his Instagram page. As I read, still in shock. This life, Mohbad, we were together a few days ago. We had a good show, and you also introduced your wife and your son to me. We had a smooth transaction. You were supposed to perform in Ibadan and Adekiti next for me. You called to appreciate me for booking you when you got home after the show in Ikorodu. You were smiling all through. You made us laugh also. Young King, rest well. I'm only pinpointing where he said that you introduced your wife and son to me. And you can see this is Latin. carrying Mohbad's son. For the fact that Mohbad introduced this particular child to his father, according to the father, he introduced the son to Soso Berike and also introduced the son to Yabojo, or rather spoke about it, and has been saying, this is my son. And we also all the video clips and the photos of Mohbad carrying the son is his son. The only person that have the right to say it's not my son or request for DNA has to do with Mohbad. For the fact that Mohbad has accepted this child, whether picked from the gutter or when they were sweeping their house and they wanted to pack the death and they saw the child and packed the child alongside with the death, it belongs to Mohbad. But what I'm trying to say, for Mohbad to stay clear the air, let her do the DNA. Of course, she has accepted to do the DNA test, but she said this is going to create a rift and unending and unforgiving rift between Mohbad's father and Wunmi. Shaping I want DNA, of course, DNA is definitely going to come out, but in all of this at the end, whether you people like it or not, whether the child is Mohbad's own or not, all the royalties, in fact, everything that has to do with Mohbad is going to be willed to Mohbad's next of kin, which or whom is his son. And the person that is going to take care of all this is certainly going to be Mohbad's wife, because she is married officially. Then she will now decide if she's going to share with Mohbad's siblings or mother or father or whatever. It is in her decision, but let's see exactly how everything is just going to play out at the end. All we just want is justice for Mohbad and make the Kukuma release the body so that he will eventually has the befitting better. For all of now, we just they talk, they go on a very good day. This entire matter will end. Let's see what you people are going to just talk about. And for the ones that were dragging Mobi, that she couldn't come to court, she has came and then I'm dragging her again. Why didn't she talk or she spoke? People are hiding her testimony. No, she was there at the court, but according to what was said, the time is limited. So the father had a testimony, the DJ had a testimony, and also the mother of Mohbad had a testimony. So there was no time for Mohbad's wife Wunmi for her to also testify. So the case has been adjourned. Then she's going to speak on November 7, 2023. And there are three people again that was asked to just be in court. Speaking of NairaMarley, Sam Larry, and also Prime Boy, the childhood friend of Mohbad. These three people were basically absent from the court. Nobody's dragging them. And even it's Wunmi that did not just show up on court on that Wednesday, 25th of October 2023. She would have been dragged. By now, they would have torn her and butchered her into pieces on different social media platforms. But because they saw her coming now, people are now saying, why did she not testify? No, you cannot know where she will testify. No, you cannot know where she will also address the public. But just like I will keep on saying, if you know, say you have just dragged her negatively, please maintain the same stand when she finally tell her own side of story. At the end, we're going to still see justice now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and also coming around for you to be updated with everything that has to do with the sudden demise of Mohbad, and also the update that has to do with justice for Mohbad. And I am still your favorite entertainer with the entertaining entertainment. And if also this is the first time you're coming across my channel, like I said earlier, please also still click on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel and endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out, because it's still going to be update back to back until justice is given and Mohbad eventually had their befitting burial. And bye bye. I still insist, justice for Mohbad.